Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We are finishing the second Lost Belt. Götterdämmerung. Let us begin. Beginning of the end. So yes, craziness happened last time. Basically you found out that the fake sun in the sky was in fact Surtur all along, whose soul, I guess, was hiding within Sigurd. And now that that's the case, we're actually getting Skadi's help to take down the bastard. Yep, he's out and about through the sun, and, well, from the sun, and we gotta stop his ass. Okay, this is a weird one. Okay, we've got a mix of different servants. However, I think the Merlin combo is still smart. And I'm still gonna do the Merlin combo. Why does she have that craft essence on? That is not right. Okay. That'll do. Hopefully. Hopefully. Why are you using this lump of metal for transport? That seems terribly inefficient. Heroic spirits would reach our destination far more quickly with a flight rune or a speed rune. We determined this was the best course of action under the circumstances, Your Majesty. Totally. The giants are way more aggressive now, and we've got Tree of Emptiness seeds falling from the sky. Flying would make us easy targets for the giants, lobbing ice boulders, and fleeing on foot would open us up to getting picked off individually. Here in the border, it's much easier to attack and defend at once. For example, the Emperor can use his cannon up on the deck to scatter any groups that come after us. I just saw something new on the radar. More enemies? No, they're not hostile, but they are flying. Are those birds? Can you put them up on the monitor? Of course, here you go. The same picture of the birds we've been looking at. Ah, look. Oh! Huh. Burbs. Yes, 2 of them again, no less. They must be native to the fields that crop up in between fire and ice zones. Huh. They must be good friends. Wait, let me get a better look at them. You two, you say you have seen these birds before? Yes, several times. I see. That explains it. Now it all makes sense. Something on your mind, Your Majesty? Oh, just thinking aloud, young sage. Hey, mesdames and messieurs. Can you hear me down there in that luxurious, toasty room of yours? This is Napoleon reporting in from atop the border. I just saw some flying creatures besides those birds. We've got another bunch of seeds headed our way. How far are these things coming from anyway? I'm not seeing anything over... Oh, whoa, scratch that. Definitely more of those seeds. Ah, crap, they're changing course to try and land on top of this thing. Moving to intercept now. Anyone wants to join me, come on up. Let's take them out. Great Odin's Raven! Yes, I'm all set. Da Vinci already finished looking over the Ortonax. It was pretty much good as new, thanks to the Queen fixing it up. Man, those primordial runes really are something. I'll head out as well. I would like to familiarize myself with Graham's Wade a bit more. I'll go too. No, you stay here. I can handle this alone. and I want you to rest up. No, my love. Come what may, I will not leave your side. I see. Very well then, let us go together. I mean, I still like Septim. These stupid seeds. We want to take them down. They have way too much health and so high the defense. They make me crazy. You bit me, you bastard! How dare you bite my face? Good luck on Camelot. Man, Altera was nothing. Jesus, these guys have no faces. They're just like mouths. It's crazy. Creepy. Well, the benefit of the Babylonia one is because they have such a good anime already out there, you can probably skip all the talking and just get to the fun parts. Let's see here. The anime is the better way to experience it, honestly. Oh. You got RN Jesus. You stupid Jotun. Get off my face. Oh, Musashi, you're so close. What is my favorite anime? I don't have just one. That would be way too hard. I love things like Violet Evergarden. Fate, I definitely love, obviously. Promised Neverland, I am very much infatuated with. The battle is over. It looks like that was the last of the seeds. I never thought the giants would group together to chase us. While the border was moving, though. I wonder, were they trying to hold us back, or is it just a coincidence they showed up now? I can't imagine they were sent here to stall us, but... True, I don't sense any real intelligence guiding their actions. It may well be that they're not here, at either Surtur or the Cryptor's command. You think the seeds came out on their own? Or maybe that the Tree of Emptiness itself scattered them? Yes, that is certainly a possibility. Fascinating. Perhaps these seeds are the Tree of Emptiness's way of defending itself. I believe you first encountered one while you were in old Jotunheim Highlands? That's right. It was when we were on Mount Guldipigan. Perhaps it has to do with the latitude. If true, that would explain why it responded automatically once you headed north. Alright, come on, this isn't a game. If you're done up there, get yourselves back inside. Well, not you, Emperor. You just stick to your guns, cannon. Yep, don't you worry about that. You're something else, treating me like an ordinary gunner, mademoiselle. My doggo is wonderful. Brynhildr, it must be hard for you to be so close to me. I know my very existence wears on you, even with the Queen's protection. It's alright, Sigurd. Strangely enough, I'm comfortably able to control myself. Maybe it's because over half of my spirit core is already shattered. I was already broken when I materialized, so perhaps by breaking myself further, I'm better able to resist my usual temptations. How peculiar that becoming heroic spirits has reduced us to this. Not at all, my love. I'm happy about this turn of events. Oh, you're so welcome. Fate is good. Life is good. With fate. Melted snowfield. Oh my god. So many. I'm gonna get some water. I don't know, I guess I really don't care who the Grand Servants are myself, as long as it's well interesting into the story. I can't fail Lord Kushtaria. He trusted me with this. I can't let him down. This time I will not fail to live up to his wishes. I refuse to disappoint him, so I won't, no matter what it takes. And so... even if today is Sunday, I'll endure it. I know I can. I don't care if I even smell my own flesh beginning to burn and char. That's brutal. I know I can stay my old, reticent self, never setting one foot forward. At Muspelheim, what used to be northern Sweden in the Scandinavian peninsula. There, I have connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness. I could get used to this. Look, Ophelia. Look at what I have become. Look at the ice that resides beside my flame. At last, I have regained Fenrir's authority. He was right, something was different. Surtur changed from being a being of pure fire to one of fire and ice. This bitch Todoroki'd. When I asked him how the fiery king of giants could possibly hold authority over ice, he told me he had long ago swallowed it. First, the beast of Ragnarok consumed the true sun, removing it from the Scandinavia's reality. And then the giant of Ragnarok ate the beast? That's absurd. It's not even remotely realistic. But in this Lost Belt, that is reality. The giant of ice and fire smiles. He's pleased to have regained the power he lost. I can see wings growing from his back, looking past the various possibilities I see. Invisible dragon wings. Does this mean he's starting to manifest Fafnir? Once he gains perfect form, he will no doubt complete his transformation into a winged ice and fire giant. A hybrid of giant and dragon. I could see that making some sense. And then, there was the flaming sword, as the embodiment of the several kinds of raging authority. He once slaughtered the gods and his kin alike. Now is the time. The true twilight of the gods. Götterdämmerung will be upon us. Will soon be upon us. As he spoke his words of flame, countless masses began to writhe around at his feet. They reminded me of children grasping for their mother, of maggots searching for light. That's a weird comparison. They were seeds, a vast number of seeds. Yes, as if things weren't bad enough. He absorbed the Tree of Emptiness right before my eyes. He severed the tree's connection to Skadi. Slowly, he sank his teeth into it, and then, in an instant, he slurped it all down, root and stem. Using the Tree of Emptiness's power, he forced a spirit origin ascension upon himself, and took back his past authority. It should have been impossible, yet somehow he managed it. Was it the paper moon and its ability to let one interact with void space? Is that how he was able to pile impossibility atop impossibility, and consume the Tree of Emptiness? It should not be possible, and yet, there it is, plain as day. I tried giving orders, but to no avail. The tree simply shed my control, and the queen's of its own accord. You connected yourself to the Tree of Emptiness. No, you can't even call this a connection anymore. You preyed upon it. It welcomed me. Though I am sure the tree lacks a will of its own. What it did possess was the same heat that lies in all life. Yes, there was a fire deep in the heart of the Tree of Emptiness, as well. Deep in the heart, it told me it did not want to be cut down, that it wanted to live, that it would not die, that it would not forgive. Or so it kept screaming. Life is nothing if not greedy. Now I shall burn everything. Starting with all life in this world. Yes, let's do it. Ophelia, you fool! Words alone are meaningless. Can I no longer fulfill my responsibilities? This lost belt is done for. There's no turning back. My thoughts are a jumbled mess. It hurts to think. Something deep in my heart is holding me tight. It wears on me. I can feel it grinding, crackling. What was I thinking? Yes, we'll make a land fit for a god. A new holy land built on an earth that's been wiped perfectly clean. If nothing else, I will never make trouble for him. North boundary. We gotta fight some shit. Here we go again. I'm going to choose. See, a rider would be bad for the assassins. I'm going with my Merlin team again. That worked out real nice. I just want to get her done. Get her done! Krampus as Grand Berserker. Jeez. I'm really about to kick it into gear here. If you're not a heroic spirit, make sure you're strapped in good and tight, or you're liable to bite off your tongue. Whoa, we're bouncing all over the place! I know this isn't exactly the time to be obeying traffic laws, but you will not flip us over, Picata. It's not Picata, it's Menware, and I'm just getting the hang of the control stick, damn it. Hey, where'd Holmes run off to, anyway? He said he'd talked too much and went back to the recovery pod. Mr. the Great Detective pretty much just woke up to assess the situation and negotiate a bit. What an astonishing man, to think he remained so calm and collected even despite his many injuries. I take it this recovery pod is off that way? I shall grace him with one of my healing runes. Froya, Linda, come with me. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Ilya, but fine, I'll go with you. Understood. Man, imagine getting nursed back to health by an actual goddess. But that doesn't excuse Holmes' sheer recklessness. Not that he's the only one here guilty of that. Well, there's only so much of a man of his meager abilities can do. Not everyone can be blessed with an abundance of talent like myself, after all. And let me be clear about one thing. I am not like the rest of you. I have no craving whatsoever for adventure. A good commander-in-chief always assesses the situation calmly, deploys the right people to the right places, and ensures his organization runs as smoothly as... Oh, I told you to be careful. You don't bite your tongue. How are things over with you, Sarah? Hey, Napoleon! That you, Sarah? Me? What else? I'm still blasting away at everything following us. As you can imagine, they're not letting up. The number of giants hasn't changed from earlier, but we're seeing more and more seeds. In addition to the flying types, there are also some running along the ground and trying to attach themselves to the border. I hate to keep bugging you while you're up there fighting, but this seems pretty important. You know the massive magical energy signature we saw up in the northern part of Old Sweden?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Surtur, and he's heading south fast. You know what this means? He's coming to fight us? No, he doesn't consider us a challenge worthy of meriting that approach. That means he must be headed towards something else. Something that does not exist in Muspelheim. For example, something that exists atop Old Lake Vanern. The settlement! Bingo! That's exactly where Surtur's route will take him. He's currently headed due south toward Lake Vanern, where the village is. Guess that means he got himself connected to the tree then. Damn it. Now we've got to reverse course. Still, we can't just sit around complaining. If it gets us closer to him, well, so much the better. After all, I was really hoping to avoid such a situation. Where I'd have to try sniping at extreme range with my cannon because we wouldn't catch him. So in that respect, this has worked out nicely. Whew! I wish I knew why he was headed there, though. That flaming sword of his is absurdly powerful. He could use it anywhere, and it'd still be just as destructive. So why go so far out of his way for one village? Does he just want to make us watch it burn? I doubt he'd bother doing something like that. I think Sigurd is right. Doesn't seem like he cares much about gods or heroic spirits. I do have a thought about what he might be up to, but that's not important. All that matters is that this is a stroke of luck for my Grand Armée. It's about time it got serious, anyway. Thanks for cheering me on, doggo. To be fair, it's not like I've been It's not really like I've been holding back. But at this point, it's looking clear that I need to get really, really serious. Super ethereal. Plus, I've still got my trump card. Not that I'd ever play that in the opening act before things really get going, of course. Karen. Noble Phantasm. Where is the manager? That's good. More seeds and giants are bearing down on us. There appear to be several of them attempting to stick to the border. There you go. How do you want to handle this, Private? Kiki's ass. Kiki's ass. The Accord. Alright, gods and humans of the Grand Armée, get ready. We're gonna punch our way through these things without slowing down. Alright, you're up, bastard.
なるべくは避けたい行為。では
Time to plant these seeds right up your ass.
つまらん。罠だ。罠だ。
What is this noble phantasm called? No, you. Merlin, Merlin, Merlin. Merlin, Merlin, Merlin. We've got Merlin, Merlin, right? God, these damn trees. These seeds, rather. Yeah, I could see Bruce Lee as an assassin. So tired. Why? Alright. Let's do another triple Merlin.
王のいいとも。そこは城の中で始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。何？
How long have I been making YouTube videos? I think like 4 years now, which is freaking crazy. I wouldn't want Mohammed anyway. Actually, you're right. I did hear that too, that Bruce Lee's like all those crazy noises are, yeah, they made those up. They were post-dubbed. Okay, Captain History. Enlighten us. That's quite the name. Damn! 100% crit killed one of those fuckers in one hit. I love it. Stan! Stan! No, we don't know the foreign god's identity. I don't think. More story. The Lost Belt is starting to fall apart. Its snow is melting, its mountains crumbling, its seas evaporating. Even though we can't possibly be as tall as a mountain, every step he takes shatters peaks of ice and snow. Perhaps it's the after effects of the maggots, the concept of destruction squirming around his feet, but each time he advances, something shatters. With each step he takes, something burns. Humans. Gods. Seas, mountains, rivers, sky, beasts, insects, flowers, plants. None of them should exist. I will turn them all to ash. He slowly raised the sword in his right hand. The sword of the end time. The sword that will bring about Ragnarok. It may be amusing if I were to finish what this king of demon gods began. Then again, as long as you are with me, perhaps your serious light could accomplish the same. Was that supposed to be a joke, Surtur? You are destruction itself. You don't need me. You're wrong. I do need you. It doesn't matter. I'll never use my serious light to help you. That's the one thing I will not give you. Surely you have a man you love. Surely you have friends you have bonded with. But there is nothing you can do. Not even a holy grail could grant your wish. Love, bonds, none of those will ever be had in this world. So burn it. Join me, help me burn it all. I didn't sign up for this. Yes, you may be right. My wish will never come true. My feelings will never be reciprocated. In which case, I'll throw myself, my eye, my soul into the fires and... I can't. Something deep in my heart is gripping me tight. So tight. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I can feel my heart grinding, crackling, shattering. If I give in to this pain, I'll end up just nodding in mindless agreement again. Then something will surely shatter and disappear. It hurts, it grinds, it cracks. All the debuffs in the game. Surtur is the gamer definition of rage quit. Indeed. Wait a second. This is a curse. Those aren't just words. It's an evil dragon's curse meant to restrain the target's soul and mind. The sensation, I recognize it. Surtur, what did you do to me? All this time, have you? You certainly fought tooth and nail. But it's too late. By now, at least half of your soul is melded with me. Ophelia. Come watch this planet's end with me. I'm cracking, I'm shattering. It was over all too quickly. In a flash, his flames billow up inside me. Something deep within me burns to cinders as my heart is engulfed in flames. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll feed this world. This lost belt to the flames. She's off her rocker, Ophelia. The time has come. The tip of his flaming sword pierces the sky. Our destination is now in sight. Lake Vanern, located in the southern part of Old Sweden, near the border between the domains of ice and fire. There are several villages and animal habitats located in this area. It is rich in life, at least by this world's standards. I see he wants to show me. To show me the glint of his fire as it reduces all life to ash. I can see it. I can't help but see it. The village built atop one of the thin remaining ley lines here. As I watch. Leave Gerda alone. A sword compromised solely of magical energy, superheated to over 4 million degrees Celsius. descends toward the village in the blink of an eye like a shooting star. I saw several possibilities, but my magical energy isn't nearly strong enough to pin any of them. Oof. Huh? Is that the sun? No, it's too bright. What is that? It's beautiful. Lopter Layern? Lopter Layern? Lopter Layern. Berserker, that's it. Take it all on, magical energy and all. Thanks, Berserker. Damn, this recoil is pretty intense. I can't hold it for long. I'm not even going to get a chance to take credit for swooping in just in the nick of time. Keep the backup coming, stepmother, or Linda. Understood. Activating White Swan Mystic Code. Lending assistance to Shadow derived from heroic spirit of humanity. I shall manifest multiple divine iron shields at once. Surtur may have shattered them all before, but it should be better than nothing. Using primordial runes to simultaneously summon a large number of divine iron shields, eh? I see. Skadi's magecraft is truly awesome indeed. Unfortunately, she is correct. These numbers paint a merciless picture. We are not likely to lose more than a few minutes, or perhaps even a few seconds. If our resistance fails, all of Scandinavia will fall. Sigurd, Brynhildr. I'm already using my runes as well, but they're only doing so much. We are doing our best to defend and reinforce the heroic shadow. The shadow and cluster of shields, but I'm afraid we do not have anything that can turn the tide in our favor. Mashu, Sarah, I'm afraid we need a stout defense now more than ever. I know this is a lot to ask, and I wish I didn't have to ask it, but right now, you two are our only hope. I'll go. This is what my shield was made for. In fact, I was just thinking about how I was going to step in now that Elia's spell beat me to the punch. Setting Ortnax's output to maximum, auto-maintenance functionality operational, initiating Amalgam Goad's emergency expansion. Anti-flash defense ready, syncing with the border's instruments now. This is something my shield and I are meant to stop. Your orders, Master. Get 'em! Fuck you! Wait, stop, demi-servant girl. You must not have seen these absurd numbers. Get it together, technical advisor. Why didn't you tell her she'd be doing is endangering her life? All she could do by diving in there is give our chances of a minuscule boost. That's true, the odds are majorly stacked against us. Putting everything we have into a strategy with the lowest chance of success is downright insane. It was true of our battles in the Singularities, and it is true of our battles in the Lost Belts. Each and every time we've given those two the same order, make it back alive. That's what it means to take on the entire world, in Russia as well as Scandinavia. I have no doubt we will face the same challenges in other Lost Belts as well. Besides, they do have a chance. They've miraculously defended against large-scale attacks several times before. I'm not talking about their past accomplishments. All I'm saying is that, there's nothing they can do now. With all due respect, Mr. Gordolf, their odds of victory are not zero. Are we not in a position where our best course of action is to take our chances? Ugh, I could punch you. I won't, since I know it wouldn't do a thing. But damn if it isn't tempting. Let's do this. We have to. Yes, Master. Heading out. We won't turn back. We can't turn back. We have a responsibility to fulfill. Sheesh, I mean, I get why you're feeling desperate, but still. Responsibility, huh? Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Anyone who moves forward through the sacrifices of others must carry the responsibility for those they left behind. Believe me, I know. And you two call that responsibility, huh? Right, I see. If you've decided you want to go out there and fulfill that responsibility, that's fine, I won't stop you. But aren't you forgetting someone? Say, Supreme Commander of the Grand Armée? How is that even possible? I'm not exactly a wallflower, you know. Napoleon? Yeah, that's right, Napoleon. I'm right here! Skadi! I turned to see a man standing tall. The beyond enormous cannon he holds in his arms is aimed skyward. His smile is even more dazzling than the rays of destruction bearing down upon us. There this good fellow stands, wreathed in flame, looming as large as any giant. Impossible, is that what you said? It was, wasn't it? Ooh la la, that sort of talk that really gets me fired up. Private, Mashu, little mademoiselle, old man, here's a bit of trivia for you. When people talk about something being impossible, what are they really talking about? What are they really wishing for is hope. What if only, that sort of thing. I don't know what Napoleon Bonaparte was like when he was alive, but I'm pretty sure I've got more than a few centimeters on him for one thing. At the height of his glory, people thought, maybe Emperor Napoleon could win this fight, and so that is what they wished for. When his glory began to fade, people thought, maybe we'd be happier without Emperor Napoleon around, so they wished for that too. You know what happened as a result? I made both wishes come true. How do you like them apples? I granted the people's wish for me to win, and I granted the people's wish for me to fail. That's what it all came down to. That's who I am. The hero I am, the heroic spirit Napoleon that humanity inscribed, is a man who makes wishes happen! Victory cannon, line of fire, all set. Angle and height, all set. Victory shell locked and loaded. I'll admit, things are looking grim. We're all out of options. But that's nothing new, right? Especially not here. Here, it's been that way for a long, long time. This Lost Belt never had any future. Nothing in the way of hope. Nobody can wish for anything here. Not humans, not gods, not even giants. They don't dream about tomorrow. They don't wish for anything from their future. In which case, somebody's got to show them what it means to hope. To wish. No, scratch that. Not somebody. It's gotta be me. The fiery good fellow assumes his gunnery stance and smiles. This man, who proudly calls himself a hero and certainly lives up to the title, does not hesitate. He points his cannon right between the giant's eyes and shouts, "That's why the time has come to fire my victory rainbow. This is my final trump card. Try this on, sir. Get a load of this, you monster."
Pew, pew, pew.
Arc de Triomphe de Latoil? Fuck if I know. You're right, that is good. Noble Phantasm. Why are they splitting it up into two pieces? I guess just to save our sanity.
Oh, my face! My beautiful face!
How dare you make me bleed my own blood? Human heroic spirit! You would block my sword? Yuppers. Sorry about this, Private.
Goodbye, Napoleon!
The thing about the trump card is, they take everything you've got and then some. Under the right conditions, you can pull off something incredible. But since it comes at the cost of your spirit origin and spirit core, you can't do it twice. This is just one more possibility in action. At times, an unremarkable artilleryman from relatively modern times can stand beside a great hero of myth. Yeah, that's right. This is as far as I go. The rest is up to you. Keep moving. That's right, move. One foot in front of the other. It's okay to hesitate. It's okay to be afraid, but don't stop. Right, left, forward, hell, even backward. Keep going wherever your mind takes you. But don't ever stop. Don't ever retreat. Don't ever go back. Keep moving as long as you still draw breath. Wherever the living go, that's where humanity goes. You're never completely out of possibilities. There's always something you can do. You destroyed the bands of light that threatened to incinerate the world, right? No reason we can't stop a sword. No reason we can't stop a sword threatening to do the same to this one. That's who we are. That's our history. Making something happen when all seems lost is what it means to be human. That said, being human also means you will see a great many atrocities along the way. Seeing all that crap and still smiling like a damn fool is the best part of being a foot soldier. Punch you in the face. Oh. That rainbow, it came all the way here. Then it popped and disappeared. Haha, what'd you think? Like something out of a fireworks show, right? Did you enjoy it? Oh right, you're being eaten alive, huh? Guess I'd better hurry then. I've just about disappeared myself. At least I managed to get in one good speech before. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna last much longer. Now I've really gotta hurry. Whew. Ever forged a telepathic connection before? Not easy, I gotta say. Good thing I've still got my Imperial privilege. You looked right at home in that castle, but Surtur's shoulder? That just doesn't suit you. But that's okay. You weren't able to move, were you? But hey, or to move on, were you? But hey, of course you didn't follow everyone else's lead. I couldn't. That's the whole reason I came here. The whole reason? I heard a voice. Your voice. You wished for someone to save you, isn't that right, Ophelia? I know you think that guy you love is perfect, but he's got at least one major flaw. He led you down the wrong path. He wasn't the right one to save you. Me, I've always had a big soft spot for damsels in distress, but you were one of a kind. You were so incredibly straight-laced, socially awkward, and diligent to a fault. Ooh la la, talk about a woman worth landing. So that's why I really did end up falling for you. I wanted to see you smile. Of course, that's probably not going to happen now that I'm about to fade away and all, but hey, you can't blame a guy for trying. I might be a heroic spirit who's sworn to protect humanity, but I still wanted to grant your wish. I know you kept turning me down, but at least I can take that curse with me when I go. I am all about making wishes come true, after all. Make wishes come true? Even as my brain swims with fog, I keep turning those words over in my mind. Napoleon is a heroic spirit who makes wishes come true. Ah, I see, so he was trying to grant mine. Even I thought I was too scared to act. He heard me crying out for help deep down in my heart and responded. You could have just come out and said something, you know. In that sense, my beloved Josephine could still teach you a thing or two. She was a real good woman, my Josephine. True to herself in every way you can imagine. I wish I could tell you more about her, but I'm afraid it looks like my time is up. Be prepared, Ophelia. Hold your head high. You're beautiful just the way you are. So it doesn't matter how you do it. You could stand up, fall in any direction, and still be beautiful. So fall already. Get down from there! Sitting pretty on top of the world is all well and good, but don't forget to smell the roses on the ground sometimes. It's a lot nicer down here than you might think, mademoiselle. All of a sudden, my mind starts to work again. My consciousness, my sense of self, all came back to me. He broke in. Somehow he forced his way into the bond meant for me and my heroic spirit. He didn't even think twice about it. I try reaching out to him through it, once, twice, 3 times. He doesn't respond. We've lost the connection. Napoleon. Where are you going? Ophelia. You know, Saber, I have a dream of my own. Or rather, I did, though I didn't realize it until that noisy archer pointed it out. I may have helped wipe away proper human history, but that doesn't mean I want to return the planet into ash. I'll hold my head high as proudly as I can. And I fall. It could be forward or it could be backward. I don't know, and I don't care. My floating spell runs out, and I plummet towards the ground. As I fall, I try taking as deep a breath as I possibly can. The stench is unbearable, like hydrogen sulfide, only worse. Napoleon, you liar. He had but one single... I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry. Ophelia? I'm afraid Napoleon just... I know, I saw him, and I heard him too. He got me good, right through my heart, and you're to blame, guiling you, Napoleon.
Woo!
Ophelia. It was a beautiful rainbow. Perhaps the gayest thing I have ever witnessed. I have never imagined he could show me such a possibility. Now I can see the things I've been trying to avoid, including what I'm supposed to do. Let me make out with you, Mashu. Screw Odim. That's what I would do if I were Ophelia. Chaldeans in the Shadow Border, heroic spirits. Mashu, Sarah. I know, of course I know. You're Sarah. I didn't forget, I just blanked for a moment.
Woo!
I'm sorry, I promise I won't forget it again. You're our precious Kohai, after all. Aww. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but please, let me stand beside you, at least for now.
What? Ruh-roh.
Once that monster has reformed his head, he'll start moving again. Now that it's absorbed the Tree of Emptiness, its only goal is to cause as much destruction as possible. The Tree of Emptiness extends its roots throughout any planet it's planted on, spreading its Lost Belt's reality. So if we don't stop Surtur, he will cover the whole world in fire. That would be horrible. Still, as far as we're concerned, you lot are mass murderers who betrayed the entire human race. You are terrorists who perpetrated the greatest act of destruction humanity has ever seen. Still, these are very, very extenuating circumstances. This is an emergency of dire proportions, and as they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. These are the kinds of choices we have to make to come this far, Director. I don't believe there should be any issue with forming another temporary alliance. Just look at what happened with Russia. Yeah, at this point, I'll grasp at whatever straws we can. Oh, alright, but remember, this alliance is strictly temporary. Once this is over, we're taking you into custody. Don't even think about trying to resist. I know, it's hard to believe you're free from the clock tower. You're from the clock tower. Good grief, I suppose I'm in no position to judge, but you certainly are soft for a commander. I pity your subordinates. Still, I like that. I will love you as well. I do not, however, love your waistline. You should lose some weight. Oh, does this mean you're my stepfather, mister? What? I mean, I'm not opposed to getting married, but I haven't even thought about children. Is this really the time or place for heartwarming story of family finding each other?
Fuck you!
I know that. I was just kidding. Even I've been known to try and lighten the mood at times. And in their case, they just lost one of their comrades, even if he was a sort of familiar. Still, regardless of what he was, it's always difficult to say goodbye to someone who looks and acts human. It's okay, Napoleon gave us a good send-off. I see. Well, if you're sure, that's alright then. Ophelia Famasalone, just to confirm, you did form a servant contract with Surtur, did you not? That's right, it was a highly unusual case, but I do have a contract with him. What about your command spells? I've already used all 3. Still, I think it should be possible to forcibly break the contract. That would be a great help. If he could do that, it would render him just another servant without a master. Am I correct that he does not possess any special abilities, such as independent manifestation or independent action? You are. And he's also used his flaming sword once. That's enough magical energy to release a noble phantasm's true name. Aha! And since he used that much magical energy... So he was waiting for the wound Napoleon inflicted on him to heal, and preparing to make his next attack, Now I understand. That would certainly explain why there has been no second strike. Then I shall engage and defeat him right away. Brunhilde! Yes, Sigurd, let's go together. The Emperor of France's rainbow is still here, giving us strength. Indeed. Now is our chance to end this. Agreed. Time for the final battle.
Time for the final battle!
Yes, Master, the Ortonax's output is stable, and all systems are operational. I'm ready to fight. Ophelia, what else can you tell us about Surtur? Nothing. I'm afraid I don't know much about him. So instead, I'll do whatever I can to help Mashu to help the heroic spirits fight. I'm going to sever my servant contract. The King of Giants may have tremendous magical energy, but that's true of every heroic spirit. You know, I thought once you lost your final command spell, you basically didn't have a contract anymore. Once he loses his source of magical energy, he won't be able to maintain his existence as efficiently. It should buy us some time until his second attack. Are you certain about this, Ophelia? I may have failed to notice Surtur hiding in your night, but now that I know, I understand what you're going through. No human can summon the King of Giants. A human body is simply not capable of serving as an anchor to keep a void, being tethered to reality. A heroic spirit can use a human to tether themselves, but a King of Giants? I see. It's that eye of yours. Your mystic eye was made to serve as his anchor, was it not? Then, in order to completely break your contract with him... Ophelia!
Oh!
Hello, foe. I haven't seen you in a long time either. I always did want to try petting you, may I? Thank you, that was all I needed. And you too, Mashu, for worrying about me. But it's all right. This is how it should be. I'm doing this because it's what I chose. If nothing else, I want to live up to his expectations. So I'll clean up my own mess. It's the least I can do for Lord Götterdämmerung for accepting me as a cryptor. No, for sacrificing himself so that I could live. For insisting that mine was a life worth living. My mystic eye's true worth. Doesn't lie in seeing possibilities, or even in narrowing them down. No, its true value is as a keystone. A spiritual keystone capable of keeping a divine spirit class King of Giants anchored to reality. Removing this eye will break my contract with Surtur. But mystic eyes are connected directly to the mind. They need to be removed carefully, or else... The surge of magical energy will end up destroying your brain, Ophelia. I see you are prepared to die if necessary, right, Ophelia? Right. Ophelia! Disabling Mystic Eye and its magic circuit connection, now! My Mystic Eye will lose its power and its keystone functionality at the same time. Please, Ophelia, stop! You're too cute! It's not over yet. Sigurd, great hero of Scandinavia. Please, help me just this once. I need you to cut Surtur down. Right, Sigurd. His contract with Ophelia is still in effect. Understood, Master. Activating demonic sword. Shine, shine, shine! Now is the time to shine brightest. Serious light. Super serious. Beyond the gaze. We're fighting a saber. We're bringing an archer. Well, no, we're actually not. We don't have much choice, do we? Why would I do that? At least they're not making me put him on the front lines. Go forth, valiant heroes! My runes shall give you invisible wings with which to fly. Take to the skies, defeat the great destroyer, and extinguish his flames. Each of my villages makes use of the Earth's ley lines in order to maintain a hospitable environment. There is little mana left in these lands thanks to Surtur's last assault, but what is there should still prove useful. His choice to attack this land will be his undoing. I shall draw upon the ley line's power and use it to bless you with my protection. The world shall finally have its revenge for what he did during Ragnarok. So that's why you're on the ground too, huh? I can see the sense in that. But what were you thinking asking me to help with support magecraft? Runes don't come as easy to this spirit origin, you know. Now, don't be like that, Froya. You should be honored by this chance to touch the primordial runes bestowed upon me by Odin himself. Oh, fine, I'll back you up with Lohi's magecraft. Just don't expect a miracle or anything. Mashu, Sarah, Sigurd, Brynhildur. I've got a good view of everything from here in the border. So far, Surtur has yet to do much. Don't start attacking him until you're within at least 100 meters, got that? Speed is of the essence. You need to take out his spirit core before he has time to regenerate. Got it. Understood. Maintaining flight speed of 200 kilometers per hour. We should reach the target soon. So, how's Ophelia doing? Nashu Kirlet. Ophelia gave me a message for you. She says she's sorry she can't be there fighting beside you, and that she's praying for your victory. That is all. Understood. Please tell her I hope we can talk again after the battle. I will. Thank you.
Mashu!
Thank you, Master. I'm going to increase our speed. Please, hold on tight. We've reached our destination. We are now approximately 100 meters away from Surtur. How impudent. How annoying. Fragile fools of proper human history. Seeing you buzzing about like pests displeases me. Clearly, I must remind you of your place. Human, heroic spirit, you are all merely fuel for my life. Be wary, my love. Surtur is about to unleash his flames upon us. I know. I will simply have to meet him with the power of the true sun. Demonic sword released. Demonic sword complete. Surtur, you may have made yourself at home in my soul, but you were unable to properly wield Gram. Now, let me show you its true power. The fact that I remained under Odin's protection means that the god's love endures. Once I have cast this blade, he will know why. Bolverk means the one to bring about disaster. My ultimate technique is ready. Demonic Sword of the Sun. Now is the time for you to wreak destruction. Volverker Gram. Ah!
Ophelia!
Surtur, you would destroy the world merely to satiate your tremendous greed? Then you are an evil dragon. You may not have wings, but you have become Fafnir nonetheless. You are the embodiment of greed and evil. And so my blade will strike you dead in a single blow, for I am a hero who made his mark on humanity by slaying a dragon. Your demonic sword cannot hope to. I just got a message from Ophelia. She says Surtur's connection to the Tree of Emptiness has been severed. What's more, we've got confirmation he dropped the paper moon when his head was destroyed. Now is our chance to retrieve it. Hurry, we won't get another. I trust you can hear me, proud warriors. Do not give Surtur the time to regenerate. I expect we have no more than 2 minutes before he begins rebuilding his form at an alarming pace. So this regeneration occurs automatically in response to his spirit core being threatened? I see, Skadi certainly does know him well. Very well, you heard Her Majesty. Hit him with everything you've got. Got it. It shall be done. It's all up to you now, Miss Kyrielite, Miss Sarah. Ortnax maximum output. Full functionality released. Readying bunker bolt for maximum output strikes. Master Kyrielite, Mashu Kyrielite, good to go. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la! Initiating combat! I like that. He's kind of stupid if he wants to become a Fafnir dragon. Like, why the hell would you want to do that, knowing you're fighting against Sigurd? So this isn't the hardest fight, is it? The one that I should save my command spells for? I don't know. Okay, so this isn't the one. Somebody said something about like a guy who had 5 health bars. It seems ridiculous.
Ophelia! Shoot! Shoot!
No effect. Aw, because of the cock block buff thing. Well,
ビッグウェーブイングランドロックを楽しみです。スイミングの時間です。
I don't know.
狙い撃ちです。
Oh, I love you, Artorian. You're so wonderful. Smacks the thing. Smacks the thing, you know. Oh, I still have all these buffs on. I should probably do this.
私、はい、狙いは決まった？ 飛ぶわよ、マンナ。ゲートオープン。光栄に思いなさい。これが私の全力全霊。打ち砕け、
That did jack shit. Regular Buster attacks did more, actually. That's okay. Still love me some Ishtar. Shoot Artoria, I dare you. Shoot Artoria. Shoot her. Shoot her. Eat that, you stupid dipshit.
高くついたわね。ビッグウェーブ楽し遠慮はしませんとも。スイミングの時間です。狙い撃ちです。
Yeah, that battle was just easy, Jesus.
Ophelia! Ophelia!
敗者は握りを離さない。捧げ物として没収するわ。
Oh! How did you do this? How? How could I? Ophelia, Ophelia, Ophelia. Ah!
Am I truly going to die by human hands? How can mere humans kill fire? Who dares attempt to extinguish my flames? It's you. You're the key, Master of Chaldea. Well, her. Then if I must fall, I shall take you with me. No! You will not!
No! No, 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 no.
No, 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 no. You may have cut off my arm, but it's too late. I've already inscribed a death rune upon her. Senpai! Die, Master of Chaldea! Use command spell? As a mystic from the Age of Gods, the death rune's effects are absolute. Death will come well before you can even draw upon your magical energy. Strength will immediately fade from your body. And then, a fall. But you will not collide with the ground. No, your body will catch fire and burn to ash. By the time you reach the ground, there will be nothing left of you. That Mashu girl will cry out your name, her shield falling from her grasp in shock, but you will already be gone. That white beast foe will yelp from his spot on the ground, and then it will all be over. That was weird. You're starting the quest? Yeah. Master! Master! Master!
Yes. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Yes, life does have worth. The screams of one crying out in despair. That is life's one redeeming quality. Did you really think I would fall alone? Ha ha ha! If I must die, I'll bring all of humanity down with me. Ophelia.
I was just say like, oh no, you didn't! You will not take anyone with you. What is it you see, Surtur?
What?
What a pleasant dream you appear to be having. I pity you, King of Giants. Huh? What's going on? As soon as Surtur pointed his fingers toward Master, it was like he just froze in place. Wait, I've seen this sort of thing before. Brynhildr must have used her reality distortion rune. Surtur is no longer strong enough to resist my runes. He must be having a lovely dream indeed. No doubt it was a dream of burning someone or something to cinders. Brynhildr, it's time to end this. Yes, my love. Let's go.
This can't be how I die! Being shot in the nipples with light! Ah! I was going to destroy this entire world! Ophelia!
His death cries ring out. The fiery king of giants crumbles away under many watchful eyes. One set belongs to the shield-bearing girl, another to the girl with red hair. Yet another belongs to the dragon slayer with the demonic sword. Another still to the eldest Valkyrie. There they watch in silence, floating 500 meters above the ground, the howling wind whipping around them. And then a few seconds later, the king of giants, along with his flaming sword, are gone. Not a trace remains. I had lost all hope. I had tried rebelling against my fate. I failed to trigger the end time as I was meant to. Now all I could do was seethe, waiting for my world to be pruned away. And then one day she found me. I am me, a woman who was supposed to die in a world consumed by flame. She saw me like no one else had. Who are you? Maybe it was no more than coincidence. Maybe she was frightened of my destructive flames. Well, that's not how the legend goes. According to myth, your flames consume the Norse Age of Gods, but it's followed by the Age of Humanity. But that was the first time something unexpected had happened in my life. Something that wasn't a part of my fate. It was a genuine surprise. I see, you failed too. Ophelia Famersalone, such a pitiful, foolish woman. See, your world's ending too. The woman who taught me what it is to be surprised when I had no future. The woman who found me. The only one who ever spoke to me through my smoldering flames. I wish there was something I could do for you. But I'm nothing more than fire and destruction. So then how? Then you and I have that in common. How can I ever repay you?
Or how can I ever repay you?
It was nice to meet you, fiery king of giants, but now I guess this is goodbye.
What?
The time has come, my love.
Indeed, our magical energy is all but spent.
It seems this is as far as we go. Sigurd, Brynhildr, you're both burning. We reached deep into Surtr's core during our attack. We knew doing so would burn us to ash. You need not concern yourselves with us. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Brynhildr, my love. Not at all, Sigurd. I only did what it was I was always meant to do. I am overjoyed. Never could I imagined an opportunity to wield my spear at your side. I could not ask for anything more. It's like a dream come true. A dream I never dared to let myself even hope for. I am ready to fall to your spear at any time. Should we ever meet again, do not hesitate to kill me. If that is how your expression, if that is how you express your love, then I shall survive, and prove I love you all the same. All right.
Or perhaps next time we should just settle for a bit of consensual pegging. It's far less fatal that way.
Sarah, Mashu. This is where I must say goodbye. Thank you for bringing me with you on this wonderful journey. If I should ever see you two again, I hope I will be able to help you once more.
Get in my party! The next time we meet, I hope I will be able to help you from the start.
I'm sure I'll see you. Sister. You're returning to base. So, can I ask where Ophelia is?
She's in the infirmary. My technical advisor and this Lost Belt's queen are treating her as we speak.
Thank you. Serious Light. The most powerful ability given to the Cryptors. It is their trump card. But the cost of using it is their life. And there is nothing that can be done to avoid paying that price. It matters not how many salves or medicines are administered, or how effective a mystic code may be at healing. Not even the primordial runes can help, if one makes full, unadulterated use of their power. As Brynhildr did, it may be possible to gain a reprieve. But even that could buy her no more than a few minutes at best. Unfortunately, that means... Mashu? Mashu? I'm here, Ophelia. We destroyed Surtur. It was all thanks to you. You're amazing, Mashu. You actually defeated that thing. I guess I can't blame Kadok for losing to you anymore. Neither of us ever had a chance. I wish I could see you grow even more. But I can't. I'm sorry, Mashu. I can't betray Lord Kirstaria, and I don't want to. That's all. Hey, Mashu, you know what? I may not compare to Brynhildr and her love for Sigurd, but for me and Lord Kirstaria, I know. I admit I'm not familiar with exactly what it is, but whenever you stare at him, I could sense it was with the same sort of romantic feelings I've seen and read so much about. It was. That's strange. I didn't think that was how I felt. I'm a mage through and through. Romance has never even crossed my mind. Then I guess mages do fall in love too, and there's nothing wrong with that. At least that's what I think. I see. Yes, you may be right. I guess you see a lot more than I ever did, Mashu. You've grown up so beautifully. I'm so happy to see that. Seeing you trapped in Chaldea, looking out the window at the icy wasteland, it was like looking at myself. Though, of course, I doubt you're pleased by the comparison of me back when I lived in fear. I always wanted to be your friend. Please, keep going. Keep moving forward, Mashu Kyrielite. Yes, I will, Ophelia. I promise we won't stop for anything. I'm sure we'll find a way to protect humanity, to survive, and to save the world. Yes. You all just might be able to do that. Though I have to admit, I have mixed feelings about that. Oh, right. If you happen to see Napoleon again, I doubt he'll still remember me, but tell him I said thank you. Tell him I may have refused to marry him, but the rainbow was beautiful. Please.
Well, this is a fine pickle. So you don't believe I'm sincere about my proposal, huh? You don't believe it was love at first sight? Alright then, how about this, Cryptor? Before the Spirit Origins time is up, I'm gonna give you the best present you'll ever get. Haha! Hope you like surprises, ma chérie.
No thank you, I'll pass. Besides, aren't you already married? Oof.
You know, even if she's evil, I still like her. Oh boy.
What are we fighting now?
Raiders.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna keep my own rider in the back. As for you, let's bring Ushiwakamaru. Ushi, and no, you're gonna be. I think that's okay.
Let's do it.
We're almost there, guys. And so the Scandinavian Lost Belt was saved. The Shadow Border drove off into the sunset, and they all lived happily ever after. It would sure be nice if that's how it went, wouldn't it? Nothing is ever so easy, though. Excuse me, you're not from this village, are you? I guess it's nice to meet you? Oh yes, likewise. That's right, I came from outside the big gate. But don't worry about me. There's no way the giants are getting in here. Sorry, don't worry. Oh yes, I know that. You wouldn't happen to be friends with Lady Mashu, Miss Sarah, Mr. Napoleon, and that beautiful envoy, would you? If you are, that makes you my friend too. Is that how that works? Then yes, I guess it does make us friends. It's nice of you to say that, but you should step back a bit before you get hurt. Huh? In fact, you should go back inside and tell the others to do the same. Okay. Go on, hurry. Alright, but what about you? I'll be fine. Now go, quickly. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now then, time for a little magecraft camouflage. I I see a big fucking tree. A great tree of emptiness stretching towards space. No, no, don't bring me to Twitter. No, no, no. Okay, sorry. So it altered its existence. So it altered its... That's a hard thing to say for me. So it altered its existence again. Or maybe it's more like it was replanted? I guess Surtur didn't swallow the entire tree. Looks like he left most of its roots in the ground, and then... Since the trunk wasn't completely cut down either... Correct. That tree of emptiness must have connected to its roots via a spatial distortion within Surtur's body. How bizarre. Even I would struggle to accomplish such a thing. Yet for this massive tree, it is but one more means to ensure its survival. I wonder, just where do these trees of emptiness come from? Have you not thought the same, Chaldeans of proper human history? We have. There's still so much we don't know about them. But I guess that's true for you too, Skadi. You grew it despite not even knowing what it really was. Also, you could cover a world without humanity. What of it? I will do whatever I must to protect my world. That should be abundantly clear by now. The same is true for you as well. Chaldeans of proper human history. Myself. I have always taken responsibility for deciding who to love and who to kill.
Whoa, baby.
You may put your eyes back in their sockets. This is merely the bridal gown I never had a chance to wear. Now it is the only thing I have that comes close to battle dress. An ascension of her very existence, so even the heroic spirit enhancement method of Chaldea's summoning system employs is another tool she can wield freely. They certainly do not exaggerate when they say their gods are to be feared. Feared, you say? Now that you have defeated the fiery king of giants, I must see you as the true monsters, Chaldeans. Really? It looked to me like we had to scrounge together every last bit of help we could find, and even then only just barely eked out a victory. But I guess that's not how you saw it, Skadi. Da Vinci is right, we could never have hoped to defeat Surtur all on our own. Exactly. That is exactly what is so frightening. You walked a razor's edge to accomplish the impossible, without even making an ally of the counterforce. Then again, perhaps that is due to you forming so many bonds here, despite opportunities to do so in my land being so thin on the ground. Your Majesty. Silence, do not weaken my resolve. Whenever you speak, you evoke images of proper human history's myths. But there are no such myths here. I have no such storied past. This is the only world where my Scandinavia exists. I am sure you cannot think of it as home. If you were to take up residence here, then I could continue to love you as your god, your queen, and your mother. But that can never be. You will no doubt continue your journey. You always have, and you always will. You will destroy the Lost Belts in order to restore your own world. So say no more. It would make no difference. At least allow me one last word, Your Majesty. Everything you say is correct. You are walking the path you must follow, just as we are. I only wish it didn't have to come to this, that we might have walked together rather than separately. Indeed, but that can never be. Ortlinda. You called my goddess and protector? What will you do? You are free to choose whichever side you prefer. I will follow my mind wherever it takes me. Just as Brynhildr, Thrud, and Hildur. And now you have said, too. You are Skadi, the one who inherited this land from my father. I will fight by your side of my own free will. What is your command? Prepare for battle. We will protect this tree with our lives. Understood. Do you hear that, Chaldea? Can you hear the cries of those birds flapping their wings overhead? Should you defeat me and cut down the tree, I shall tell you what they truly are.
I don't suppose there's any way we can avoid this battle.
Nope, not a chance. And this won't be the last time this sort of thing happens. It's just like she said, we have to take responsibility for what we're doing. You understand that, right, Mashu, Sarah?
Yup!
Yuppers! We have... Let me ask you this. How many humans live in your proper human history? Several million? Tens of thousands? Hundreds? Then again, I suppose if one includes the lives of flora and fauna, they would be innumerable. I see, so that is the responsibility you shoulder as you seek to end my lost belt. Very well. Then for the love I bear for my 10,000 subjects, I will take those millions, billions, that unfathomably vast number of lives with my own hands. I will not let this miracle wither away. Miracle, I see. So that's how you think of this land. For you, this lost belt, in the approximately 3,000 years it has known peace, is truly a miracle, isn't it, Your Majesty? Then you know. You've known all along. You are fully aware that this lost belt's existence is both abnormal and unnatural. What's more, you knew so well before the Cryptor came along and informed you of proper human history. You knew? Even before you knew about proper human history? It seems I cannot put anything past you, wise sage. Perhaps those piercing eyes of yours in fact surpass Odin's? Mystic eyes, perchance? No, that's not it. They merely reflect your wisdom born of humanity's cumulative accomplishments. Yes, you are right. I knew everything. It was supposed to be pruned away. My Scandinavia, my world. The path my people have walked was destined to disappear from human history. We were not to perish in a Ragnarok gone mad. We had already survived those days of flame. Those days may have ended once the gods had sacrificed themselves to transform Surtur into the false sun. But we precious few lives that remained found ourselves in a world that had lost far too much. Even so, we did our best with what we had. After much struggle and suffering, we began to build a new life. And then, humanity erased us. It had all been for nothing. My love, my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, all of them were gone. All in less than half a year after Surtur had been sealed away, and his broken Ragnarok stopped. Humanity decided my land, where humans and gods lived together, did not deserve to exist. As far as human history was concerned, the path we were taking after surviving the flames was evil. But then something unexpected happened. An impossible 3,000 years came and went. I do not know whether the Tree of Emptiness was responsible for that paradox, that miracle. But what I do know is that my land was reborn on this planet in the modern day. It was a feat greater than any authority could accomplish, a miracle neither I nor Odin could achieve. And so I will not let that miracle fade away. If I must take unfathomable numbers of lives to preserve it, then so be it. I shall consider each and every one of you my sworn enemy. Your Majesty. Silence! No more talk. Consider this lament my declaration of war.
Silence! I kill you!
I kill you! 3,000 years, and I still remain powerless to support more villages beyond those created in that first 6 months. All this time, and I have still only saved 100 villages, a mere 10,000 humans. I cannot even let any of them live to old age. My love and snow can only extend my authority to the point before the first signs of spring arrive. Indeed, that archer spoke the truth. This lost belt has no future, no tomorrow. Though it may be peaceful, free of conflict and evil, it will never be any more than that. It has no power to change, to develop. No doubt this pathetic state of affairs will continue for thousands upon thousands of years. My love is not enough. Spring will never come. Life will never flourish. But I will not give up. I will never simply resign myself to this fate. For 3 millennia, I have devoted my power to suppressing Surtur's fires. But now, that Surtur is gone from this lost belt. My power should suffice to bring hope to my land, so I withdraw my love and instead offer you death. If you would save your humanity, then kill me. Kill me and cast aside, Chaldeans of proper human history. Cast us aside, right. I don't want to defeat you, but I will. Don't make me kill you. Raising Ortnak's output, switching to combat mode. Bunker bolts standing by. Preparing to engage this Lost Belt's king, Skadi, and commencing demolition of the Tree of Emptiness. YouTube got yeeted? No, it didn't. What? What you talking about?
愛そうか殺そうか一等三敗無限を破
Oh my god. Really? Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. What on earth? Okay guys, hold on, let me look into this, because this is royally fucked. This has never happened before. Okay, let's see what YouTube has to say about this. Just trying to claim my shit. How can I even tell? Fuck, man, why?
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's live control room. We've built a...
That's how I meant to do, fucker.